Good morning, afternoon, and evening, and welcome to the vlog. Today we're going to be focusing more on the real estate end of this. I understand we're a real estate car channel. Don't worry, the car is coming back. It's in the shop, but during this moment I want to be able to discuss with everyone how to market your home appropriately. What we're going to get ready for today is the photo shoot of the condo. There's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be looking at as we go through the condo and really making sure that A, it's ready for showing, B, more importantly, almost as importantly because people can see past things, how attractive can we make it look from a photography standpoint. We've got a photographer, videographer, floor plan, 3D rendering, all that good stuff is coming in to do virtual tours and all that other stuff today. So I want to be able to go through the prep of what that looks like and why it's important. Let's discuss a little bit of pre-gaming for everyone that is saying, hey, I've made the decision, I'm looking to sell. What do I have to do before they even show up? And then obviously what last minute stuff can we do? Because, you know, look, you're living in the house or the condo or the apartment, whatever it may be, every single day. Life gets in the way, everyone has a junk drawer, right? And everyone has a place that they put their keys, or everyone has a place that they drop their clothes when they come home and they just create a little pile and they get to the pile at some moment. But be that as it may, want to be able to say, hey, on the day of photos, what really needs to be there and what kind of details do you have to really focus on? So I'm going to be able to show you guys around this condo today, have an understanding of what's been done beforehand, and let's talk about that for a second. A couple of things have been done. One, you add a little bit of flair if you can for a little bit of money. So we've installed a new backsplash in the kitchen, and we've also pulled up a little bit of the flooring in the kitchen as well and made it a tile kitchen. Right after that, we had a cleaning company come through. And again, when you look at the idea of hiring someone to clean, a couple of different things. One, it's not a big space, I understand that, but they're gonna be able to see things that frankly you don't. So when you do have a cleaning company come in, they're gonna be able to go through and maybe you pass by something because you walk by that same wall every single day and there's a spot on it, or there's a little bit of dust in the corner that you just never really get to because the Swiffer doesn't angle it right, or however it works. The idea there is that the cleaning company will more than likely nab that. And even if they don't nab it, at least they've given you a great baseline so you're not rushing around the day of trying to clean the whole entire place. Beyond that, decluttering. Be able to take out anything and everything that is going to make it a wildly personal home. Meaning when you are living in your home, you have pictures of yourself and your couple and friends, family, stuff like that. There's going to be knickknacks and tchotchkes everywhere that say, hey, I've been to wherever I've been to, or, little mementos that you want to look back on and say, you know what, I remember this trip, or I remember this day, or I remember this item. I hate to tell you guys to do it. Take it down. When they look at these things, they're going to be looking at them through your eyes, not their eyes. You want to be able to have their imagination open up and say, oh, I like the layout or the idea that they have here. That's great. I can replicate that with my own personal furniture, my own things, my own tchotchkes, my own 55-inch TV, whatever they have going on. And then obviously if there's any improvements that need to be made past that, being able to put a fresh coat of paint on the wall or be able to take out some of the nails in the wall that are holding pictures, go ahead and do that. If you're removing the pictures. If you're not removing the pictures, keep everything as is because it's going to photograph and look exactly like it should if your home is decorated appropriately. To go on to decoration and what you're going to be looking at from a photography standpoint, when you're getting these photos done, you want to be able to avoid wild patterns, big displays of things, something that's going to basically just draw the eye in. I'm looking at the framework of even this, and that photo behind me, or the t-shirt that I'm wearing, or anything, your eyes are automatically drawn to these items, or more importantly, the boxes that are behind me. Yes, you want to look like you're moving, but from a photograph standpoint, they don't need to know that immediately. You want to be able to, what's called, stage the property. So where your eye is drawn in photographs or video or anything like that, that's where everyone's eyes are going to be drawn. So when people walk in the home for the first time, that first impression is going to be very important. If there's boxes stacked up to everyone's eyeballs, that's all they're going to see. Nobody lives like this, I get that, but at the end of the day, you're taking a photo, it's a still, it's a moment in time that you're trying to capture. Why not make it perfect? We want to look around some big highlighted areas. Is there enough storage in the kitchen? So if your countertops are just filled with stuff, it's gonna make the impression that there's not enough cabinetry, there's not enough storage, there's not enough any of that. There's no challenge here. There's a very large island, tons of cabinets, especially for the size of the place. There's tons of closets within the place as well. This is also a plug on the condo. The link to the MLS is below as well. So with that being said, let's go through the place. Let me point out a couple of things that I think are going to be critical for us to look at as we're going to spoof the place up and get it ready for the photographer and the videographers and all those people to come in, and those last minute items that need to be removed to open up the space, to declutter it, and to get it going. So first, how does the door look? By the way, we cleaned it. So there were, little marks, little spots, people bump into it. You use your hip to open the door. We're gonna remove those sandals or flip-flops. This looks good, it's nice and clean. And then we come in and what do we see? Where's your eye drawn? And I really want you to think about this. We're not lit up for the photo shoot just yet, but there are additional lights all throughout the place. But as far as what I look at the clutter on the dining table, I look at the clutter on the chair, and then there's a beautiful personal photo. Some mail that came in, stuff like that. And again, clutter on the countertops. We're gonna wipe all this. We're gonna really clean all this stuff up. We're gonna look through the kitchen. Super Bowl just happened, so we do have the chips out and empty soda bottles and stuff like that. So we're gonna be able to remove those. Again, boxes, and then we're gonna look at all the photography equipment that I've got out for the vlogging and all that good stuff. But everything else is streamed. I mean, we're gonna get there. And again, the window shades are even, but at the end of the day, there is some stuff that needs to be done. Let's walk into some personal areas because again, I want to be able to clean off the countertops. I want to be able to make sure everything's lit and tidy, and we're looking at some towels we want to remove, stuff like that. Now as we walk through, bedroom, again, very personal area. This is some space that everyone's going to be really looking at and saying, hey, can I sleep here? Is it going to be comfortable? So we want to open up some blinds. We want to get some light in here. We want to be able to put some lights on. And again, I want to be able to show you guys what the changes are as we go. Again, it's been decluttered. Some personal photos are out. Some personal things are out. Those are going to go away for the photo shoot. And then every time, look, nice little trick. I think it's a great trick. Every time you have a showing, if you have a drawer, which most pictures are near something because it's on top of something that has a door, drawer, something like that, throw it in there for the showing, just to have it out of sight, out of mind for that hour, half hour, whatever it is. And then when you get home and the showing's done, take the pictures back out and enjoy them. Now this is the trouble room. This is the office. We've gotten a whole bunch of stuff in, t-shirts and hats and stuff like that. And we have an exercise bike here, which we want to be able to get out and dismantle for the time being. And then again, want to see how much of this we can declutter. I mean, it's nice when you have a bookshelf, that's a space for things. So don't be worried too much about bookshelves because again, they're built specifically to house books and items and knickknacks, but we want to make sure that it's really as neat as it can be so it's not attracting attention. If you have a home office or desk, clear it off. And again, I want to be able to show you guys what after pictures look like. And then if there is couches and stuff like that that have become storage units for everything, be able to clear those off and be able to show the space. We want to open this space up. So I want to be able to show you guys the afterwards of what this space is going to look like. So now you saw exactly what happened with one room. Now, where do these things go? What happens to it? Do you get a storage unit? Do you have a big container put out in front of your house, or a pod, or whatever it is? That's really all up to you. Now, I'm under the impression that if you're moving, you more than likely have run out of space, unless you're downsizing, and that's totally different video, totally different something or other. But if you're moving, you probably need more space. With that being said, where are you going to put all this stuff that you've boxed up? Where's it going? For photos, put it wherever you can in another room while you're photographing one room and moving on to another room. I tend to use the bathroom a good amount because it's a quick, easy shot of the bathroom. Maybe 1 or 2 photos depending on how luxurious the bathroom is. And then you keep it in there, you put all the stuff in there, you keep it in there. You don't really have to think about it, you don't have to worry about it. From a showing perspective, it depends on what you have. We decided to go with a storage unit because we've had a storage unit for quite some time, and honestly for an extra $60 to $100 a month, let's say for 2, maybe 3 months, depending on how great your realtor is, it could be less. The idea of having a storage unit just to put stuff that's temporary while you're moving into the next home. The other big thing is that if you have a car, SUV, or vehicle of any sort, look, if you're gonna go grocery shopping or whatever it is, you've got space for that, but at the end of the day, if you can load up your trunk with some small boxes and knickknacks and whatever and keep it temporarily there while you have showings, I don't see why not. I hope you learned something up until this point of what you should be doing with your belongings and your home if you're getting ready to shoot it and video it and do all that good stuff, and then continue on that trend while you're showing it. All right, guys, so we cleaned up quite a bit. Now we have a room as a staging area. So that basically is where all, like I was mentioning before, all the stuff that you kind of want out and streamline things, that's the idea. So we've already shot one room, and that room becomes then storage. So like I was mentioning before, if you can't afford a storage unit, or you don't want to get a storage unit, or you don't have a big SUV to throw stuff in, while you're shooting, the room becomes that idea. Now, during the shoot, you want to make it look, like I mentioned before, like a home, but obviously not as personalized as it may be when you are here. So as I take a look through, we've really minimized the kitchen. We've minimized the living room area. So we have everything that we need decluttered out. We've played with some lighting as well within the kitchen, so we have that opportunity, which is great. There's Warren shooting all over the place, so we're having a lot of fun there.
Yeah, looks good.
So can't wait to show you guys the finished product. Should have that by tomorrow, Warren said. I'm holding him to it. And if not, obviously by Friday, but this thing is gonna go live on the market by the time this video is out, so the link to the place is below. Feel free to shop around the photos, take a look, and obviously if you do have anybody that is looking to buy, sell, or rent in real estate, contact me, and we'll help them out and make sure that they're staged and ready to go for their photo shoot. If this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button, like, share, poke, do all that good stuff. Until next time, Racing Realtor 201, Chris Coronado. Thanks, guys.